Iran's response to the U.S. bombing of 3 nuclear research facilities was a performance aimed for Iran's domestic audiences. Tehran informed all interested parties, including the Americans, in advance of its planned attack on the U.S. base in Qatar. This not only allowed them to prepare for the attack, but also to shoot down all incoming missiles. Qatar condemns in the strongest terms the Iranian missile attack on the Al Udeid airbase. This attack is a flagrant violation of Qatar's sovereignty. It is contrary to the principles of good neighborliness and constitutes an aggression against international legitimacy and international law. Qatar officially reserved the right to respond to Iran's attack, and most countries in the region condemned the shelling. But a few hours after the attack, the White House announced a breakthrough.
President Donald Trump announced Monday evening that Israel and Iran had agreed to a ceasefire to be phased in over the following 24 hours to end their roughly 12-day war. This comes a day and a half after Trump ordered massive strikes on Iran's nuclear program and hours after Iran launched largely symbolic counterattacks on an American base in Qatar.
Both Israel and Iran were given time to end military operations. As such, both sides carried out massive attacks almost throughout the entire night. Israel bombed targets in Tehran, while Iran fired rockets at Israeli cities. Finally, in the morning, the situation was set to calm down. In accordance with political directives, the ceasefire came into effect this morning. It can be said that this morning, Israeli forces fully accomplished all the objectives set out in Operation Rising Lion. The Chief of Staff has ordered a high level of readiness and vigilance to respond strongly to any violations of the ceasefire. According to Tel Aviv, the ceasefire lasted less than 4 hours. Iran was said to have fired a ballistic missile. Israel announced a massive retaliatory strike, even though Tehran denied that it had broken the ceasefire. This turn of events angered Donald Trump, who told reporters outside the White House in no uncertain terms what he thought of the behavior of both countries.
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too. Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
In light of Israel's announcement of strikes on Iranian facilities, Trump spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu on his way to Europe. The details of this conversation are unknown, but after it, Tel Aviv announced that there would be no more bombings.
We are facing an evil enemy, which has decided simply to destroy and hurt and kill. And what we have done successfully in this operation is to remove the Iranian nuclear threat looming above Israel, the region, and the free world.
This agreement was essentially forced by the Americans, possibly through military blackmail. Both sides claim victory. Tehran is organizing victory celebration rallies. Behind the scenes, however, there is no enthusiasm in either Tehran or Tel Aviv. Commentators on both sides agree this is just a freeze in the conflict, with a suspended desire for revenge.